morning to all the Jamaicans who turned out though in their yellow. You know, a lot of people not talking about them, but listen, the stadium was full to capacity, and I want to thank every Jamaican who, you know, dealt with the traffic. I walked, okay, parked and walked, right? Yeah. Me and Jose walked, but big ups to the Jamaicans, because I think, you know, we came out in our numbers. We were asked to support, and we came out in our numbers.
And you came out in a number.
Yeah. That one name, no cocoa bed, no dog bite, no grenade, no mildew. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
People were talking, man.
See the press for details, conditions apply.
The people were talking.
I am of African descent,
yes,
with my African features, and I love them. All of them.
Amen.
Broad. Well, guess what, guys?
Oh, yeah, it's a Broadway ear. This is you ear.
Thank you so much for staying with us, guys.
Morning.
And in times of crisis,
right,
the spirit of giving shines brightest. Now, today, we're highlighting the incredible efforts of the Richard and Diana Stewart Foundation and the Kind Hearts Foundation, organizations dedicated to supporting and rebuilding Jamaica. Joining us to share more about their work is Christina Hudson. She is the director of the Richard and Diana Foundation, and she's here on Sunrise to talk to us about the extensive work that they have been doing so far for the victims of Hurricane Melissa. Good morning, Christina. How are you?
Good morning, Christina.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Now, let me just ask, because Christina Dennis has been working assiduously, feverishly, since the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Talk to me about the number of persons and communities that you guys have helped so far.
It's hard to put a number on it, but you know, we have packaged far over 2,000 individual care packages. We have done specific packages for adults, but we've also done for children and newborns, the babies that are still, you know, need formula, especially in this time, you know, Miss Kitty, you know, if a mother is under a lot of stress, is not adequately getting, you know, food and water for herself, it's very difficult, you know, to breastfeed or be able to provide for the children. So we're really thinking about the children as well, but the families and the elderly, the shut-ins, it's been a lot. But we're doing the best that we can.
And you're doing an amazing job.
Tell us a little bit about what some of the things that the Richard and Diana Stewart Foundation usually does, and are you able to still do those things while or have you just shifted everything out west?
So right now, since the passage of Melissa, we have really shifted everything full speed ahead for hurricane relief. But in general, the Richard and Diana Stewart Foundation is very heavily focused on youth development. So, you know, education. We, through Kind Hearts, which is the baby arm of the Richard and Diana Stewart Foundation, head by me and my cousins, we usually work closely with Food for the Poor. We have built 8 infant schools with Food for the Poor across the island. We also, through the foundation, offer scholarships to, I think this year we're doing something like 16 scholarships for primary and high school students. We have partnered in the past to do things like helping to upgrade hospital wards, really anything that can help the most people as possible. So we want to be impactful with what we're doing, but heavily focused on youth development, children, you know, women as well.
Love that. And one of the things that, you know, I mean, you guys are just absolutely amazing in terms of what you do and the extent to which you go. So a part of the recovery efforts and relief efforts is that some sales that will be made, you know, part proceeds will be going toward that. Talk to us about that, please.
So we recently launched that out of every new car sale from the Stewart's Automotive Group, $100,000 will be going towards the foundation's efforts.
Wonderful. This is going to buy a new car tomorrow.
I want people to hear this. I want people to understand, because some companies would say, for every new car, $10 will be donated to so and so and so. And people, and a $10, $100,000, that's significantly into your profit margin, but you still feel compelled to do this.
So, you know, we believe that we're here to try and help as many Jamaicans as possible. It has been a life goal. It's coming from my grandparents straight down. It's something that has been instilled in us. And even last year, after the passage of Hurricane Beryl, where you had, you know, like places like Portland Cottage were very badly destroyed, we worked with Food for the Poor. We built 10 homes for the victims of that hurricane. We got news that all 10 homes are still standing after Hurricane Melissa.
Nice.
So, you know, that was very good news, a small bit of good news in everything that we're going. So we try to see where the needs are, and then how can we help? How can we help? How can we bridge a gap? And right now, unfortunately, we're still in this rescue phase. We haven't really made it to the rebuild phase. There's still, even up to yesterday, I got a call that there are communities that have not seen anyone since, and we're more than 2 weeks gone.
Yeah.
These people do not have water, they do not have food, more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, you know, these are desperate times, and we really have to be getting to as many people as possible, as many communities as possible.
Well, guess what? Jackie Leclerc is on screen right now, and she's the matriarch, let me tell you. She is such a firebrand and such a doer. And we want to say big ups to Jackie Leclerc this morning, and good morning to James Leclerc as well. But Christina, you know, I'm so happy to be partnering with the Stewart's family and the Richard and Diana Foundation, as well as Kind Hearts Foundation, for my relief efforts in Belmont, Westmoreland, and of course coming on board. We've started the work. We did like 1,000 packages for adults, that is, and 200 for children. But let me tell you, good morning to Victoria Vaz, okay? Big ups to Nicole McLaren, okay, Campbell. And let me tell you, Team Efficacious, okay? We did that the other day. Talk to us, you know, just about, you know, partnering with me and, you know, what does that kind of partnership mean? Because, as I said, we can't do this by ourselves. Collaboration and partnership are very important.
Yes, so I was very excited when my brother and Miss Kitty cooked up this idea, and I was like, Christina.
Hey, James.
She was like, you guys, you figure it out, just do it something. And I was like, okay, let's do it. So, you know, even this week, Miss Kitty came, where she saw we have like hundreds of tin goods and butter breads and everything. And Miss Kitty was like, what's happening here? I'm like, let's go, we're building some packages. And it's literally just us. It's just a few friends coming together to see what we can do. But, you know, we need as many donations as possible. I think that people overseas, they have very great intentions, but we need to support Jamaica. We need to support Jamaicans by Jamaica. So, you know, as many donations as come in, you know, you buy something, even if it's one canned good from your local, you know, shop, supermarket, you're helping that person, but you're also helping someone in need. So we're trying to support as many local businesses, wholesales as we can, at the same time getting things out. So we would love everyone to donate to Miss Kitty's Drive. We are going back to Belmont, Westmoreland on December 2nd, I think is the date. So we have, you know, the next week to try and collect as many things as we can. And once we figure out what's missing from our collections, we'll fill in the gaps to do.
When persons come to Stewart's locations, talk to me about the locations and what should they do. Yesterday at Ligani Prep, at their parent day, I was there. Parents are dropping off. They're so excited. The kids too are very, and I was like, wow. She said, Auntie Miss Kitty, can I carry a book? I have lots of books. And I was so impressed with the children too and their care. So talk to us about how they drop off.
Yes, so Miss Kitty is accepting donations at Ligani Prep throughout the school day, but we're also accepting donations at any Stewart's Automotive Group location. So we're on South Camp Road as well as Arthur Wint Drive. And if you want to, you can also drop off at Automotive Art, which is on Old Hope Road.
Nice.
All right.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Stewart. Hi. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Dougie. You know, you're my family, I got to tell you. But guys, it's all depending on you. And as I've said also, Dennis, at this time, the persons who are strong, the persons who have the means, we have to be there to help those who are weak at this time, those who are unable to do it. So, you know, let's just do it together and rally and support everybody as best as possible.
Definitely. Our guest has been Christina Hudson, giving us an inside look at the impactful work of the Richard and Diana Stewart Foundation, along with the little cousin, the sibling, Kind Hearts Foundation. All right, their commitment to rebuilding and restoring hope in Jamaica is really commendable. So big them up, all right?
Definitely.
Kids Unfiltered is up next. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.